Hello, long time no chat. I don't think I filmed a vlog in like a month. I mean, I filmed other videos, but there's something different about the vlogs. I did a plan with me that was pretty close, but this is, it's just different, right? You feel it. Right, you feel it. Anyway, hey, hello, welcome to my day or week, however long this ends up being. Today is Tuesday. It is August the 12th. I made up a coffee. I'm actually about to take Nyla to the vet. She's fine, but just, dogs have to go to the vet, just like people have to go to the doctor normally. But I do need to take her in a few minutes, so I actually left work a little bit early, and I have like 15 minutes, because I never know what traffic's gonna be. So for like 15 minutes, and I was like, all I want in life right now is an iced coffee. So that's what we're doing. She's standing at the back door acting like she needs to go play in the yard, which she doesn't, but here we are. Anyway, hello, welcome back. It's been a minute since we've done a vlog, actually. Let's see, I don't think I've done a vlog since the baby shower. So I had like a big baby shower for my sister-in-law. That next week, my husband was out of town, and I thought I would vlog a lot, and I didn't vlog at all. I just like took things really chill that week. And then the next week was the week before school went back. So I was taking it even more chill. I did get some stuff done, but I just really wanted to like have my peace essentially, which I'm really glad, because I personally have a really hard time with like the noise and the talking that I have to do, and like the peopling that I have to do when I go back to school. I spend a lot of the summer at home by myself, and honestly, I like it. I do also like, I go see friends, and I, hang out with my mom and like different things like that, but I do spend a lot of time by myself, and it's glorious, and I love it. And so that's a really big struggle for me when I go back to school. So I'm glad I like really had some peace. And then we had pre-planning, and then last week was the first week of school. It's chaotic, and now here we are. Yeah, like a month later. So today was the 7th day of school, and it was my last first day, because we have I teach music, so we have like a rotating schedule, and we have 5 days on our rotation, and then we had assemblies one day and like a house sorting thing one day. So today was the E day. Tomorrow we'll go back to A, and I've actually seen those kids already, so that's great, especially because tomorrow I have to leave early. Again, I know I was like, I had to leave early today, I'm gonna leave early tomorrow, but tomorrow the music teachers in my district, oh gosh, my house is messy. The music teachers in my district are singing the national anthem at the board meeting, which we do at the first board meeting every year, because then after that people can sign up to like have their choir or band play or sing at the board meetings. But when it's, the second week of school, no one's really ready for that. So that's why they do this. So that is what's up. I am gonna drink my coffee, and I just have my notebook here because I'm planning to film videos tomorrow. And I was trying to think on the way home, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have like, 15 minutes. I'm like, what am I gonna have time for? Even less once I talk to you. And I was trying to think of like something I could do that wasn't gonna stress me out, that it wasn't finished and like that kind of stuff. So I was like, well, I am going to just plan out some videos to work on filming tomorrow. So typically what I do is I just have a running list of videos that I would like to film, and then usually the day before I film, sometimes the day of, I'll go through each of those ideas, and I just make a really quick outline, and that's really as much as there is to it. If I need to research anything, I'll do that as well, but a lot of it is just, words on page. So that is what I'm gonna do right now while we do this, and then we'll see what we get up to. It depends on what time we get back from the vet. I would love to spin on my spin bike. I need to take a shower, wash my hair. I would like to be able to vacuum the floor this evening. I'm probably going to work on slides for my first grade curriculum. I'm really trying to like figure out my routines as best as possible and do them as much as I can. No week is ever perfect, but we can talk about that in a little bit later, like my ideal week and all that kind of stuff. But that's kind of my goal this week, has been like stick to my routines as much as possible, and really just trying to like do things like, hey, I have 15 minutes instead of scrolling on my phone. Let me be productive and do something useful. So here's, what can I clean in the next 15 minutes? What can I do for the business in the next 15 minutes that's not going to stress me out? So that's the plan. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to drink this, and then we're going to head out. So I'll see you on the flip side. Me immediately ripping open the granola bag because I am so hungry at this moment, and also I love this stuff. That's all. That was good. I'm covered in dog fur because she has no chill, and I have food for school this week. The rest of school this week because it's Tuesday. It's fine. Let's talk books briefly. So I was just at the vet, as I said, and at the vet I was working on my next Hercule Poirot book. I've been working through all of the Agatha Christie series, the Hercule Poirot series by Agatha Christie, just because I wanted something that was like easy to read and something where like I had a really long series, so I just knew like what the next book I was going to pick up was. So today I just started this one called Lord Edouard Dies. I'm not sure how it is yet. I just finished Peril at N House. So like I said, I've been going through all of them, so I've been going in order. And so 2 days ago I finished Peril at N House, and it was really good. I'm surprised. 2 of the Hercule Poirot books are like really, really famous. Death on the Nile and what's the other one? I can't remember the other one. I'm sure you're like screaming it at me, so you can put it in the comments. But 2 of them are really famous and like very big. Murder on the Orient Express, that's what it is. Those 2 are like, everybody knows those 2 books. I'm really surprised that Peril at N House is not more widely known. I haven't gotten to those 2 yet, but Peril at N House was like good. There's been 2 so far that I like never in my wildest dreams would have guessed what it was. They're all murder mysteries, so if you're into like NCIS, CSI, what are the other ones? Oh, I used to watch Monk and Psych. I loved Psych. That was such a good show. But like if you're into like those kind of like detective things, you'll probably like these. And they're good. They're fun. They're interesting. They take a lot of twists and turns, but they're not like stressful, which I like. And most of them you can find pretty cheap, especially if you're doing on Kindle. If you are using Kindle and there's a book that's a little more expensive than you want, just like kind of keep a watch on it, because twice in the last few weeks, there's been books that I have been wanting to read, needing to buy. Lord Edouard was one of them. It was like $11, and I was like, I'm not paying $11 for an Agatha Christie book on Kindle. Like physical book, yeah, I'll pay $11, but Kindle, no. And the other one is the 3rd book in the Poppy Wars series. So the first one I read free on Prime Reading. The second one I paid like $13, $14, $15, something like that for. And then the 3rd one was also like $16, and I was like, oh, I don't want to pay that. But both that one and the Lord Edouard one, I managed to find really cheap, just like checking back every couple of days. So I got the Poppy Wars one for like $2.99, and then this one I found for $1.99 the other day. And I was like, perfect, because I just didn't want to spend that much money. So that was exciting. So if you are a Kindle person, definitely check that. And by the way, Kindle, you can download the app on your phone, so even if you don't have a device, you can use it. And I like that for also if I don't have a book, it's a good way to do something that's more productive than like, scrolling on Instagram. But I can use it on my phone and it'll like automatically sync. What I'm going to read right now as I hop onto my spin bike though is, ooh, that hurt. Ow. Okay. Let's be more careful. This gem. Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire. This is book number 4. I'm on page 183, and we just got to Hogwarts, and we don't even know about the tournament yet. So I was kind of surprised. I was like 100 pages in, and the Quidditch tournament hadn't even happened. I was like, goodness gracious, the World Cup hadn't happened yet. So I'm working on that. It's long. The difference between 3 and 4 is massive. But I've been reading those, and it's just been really fun. they're not, I wouldn't call them low-key books, but since I've read them before multiple times and I've seen the movie multiple times, like they're not stressful because I know what's gonna happen. And so it's just a really nice, like, kind of chill thing to do, and it's fun, and it's just been good. I haven't been reading nonfiction, as you can tell, like pretty much all year. At the beginning of the year, I was just having such a hard time finding nonfiction that I liked. I read a few that I was like, I wish I hadn't bothered with that one. And I was just really struggling with it, so I just stopped, and I've been having a year of fiction, and it's been great. So there we are. I'll probably go back to reading some nonfiction maybe next year, but just for now, I was like, it's just been really nice to have that. And especially like coming off, last year was really rough. And so I think that also had something to do with it. I was just not in the right headspace for like going really hard, pushing really hard, and like all this like really knowledgeable stuff. I was like, I just want to read Harry Potter. And I've had a really good reading year, so it's been worth it. Anyway, I'm gonna go change and read Harry Potter and have a great time. And then I'm gonna take a shower because I'm gonna be all sweaty. So that's the plan. And then make dinner. I will eat dinner. And then after dinner, I've been working on the computer. So today I need to work on finishing up my March slides for my first grade curriculum. I've been working on a whole year curriculum. It took me all summer. I'm still not done yet. But I was typing lessons last night. I did 2 weeks worth of slides this morning, so I need to do the other 2 weeks of slides tonight. And then we'll be like pretty good. I'm just trying to like chug away little by little every day to like get it done. So I'm trying to like convince myself chugging away every day is gonna be fine and not to stress about it. So that is my story. Let's go read. Cheers to Wednesday. I feel like Monday was like a million years long, and then now I'm like, whoa, it's already Wednesday? Weird. Let's see, where did I leave you off? Yesterday, I went and I did a spin. I did wash my hair. As you can tell, it is real cute at the moment. And then we had breakfast for dinner, so eggs, bacon, sausage. I made mine into burritos. Husband just ate his normal. And then I worked on the computer, so I've been trying to work on the computer in the evenings, especially if we are like sitting and watching TV, so that way I'm not just like sitting and watching TV. So usually I work from like 8 to 9:30, 8 to 9, 8:30 to 9:30, kind of like in that range. I shoot for like an hour to an hour and a half. So I got my March slides done for the last 2 weeks, so March lessons and March slides are done, hallelujah. And then I also am working on a baby shower, so I got like the Facebook invite ready, and I made a little invite on Canva, like a digital one, just to make it cute. So that's excellent because now people, know about it and hopefully will come. So that's always a big thing. And then I got up this morning, I did a workout, I prepped some lunch, and had my smoothie, read my Bible, and then have been looking through my bullet journal. So I usually go through my bullet journal and I will look at like, not every page, but I will look at a lot of the pages, and it just really helps keep me on top of things, because if I'm looking at my goals for the year and my plans for the next few months. And like, if I'm looking at those things every morning, it helps me to just like remember what's important. So like, these are the pages that I did in a recent video. And so I have like my focus. So I like look through and I start at the beginning and I flip through every page. I look at the calendars, see what's on the calendars coming up soon, and look at my like goals from the beginning of the year. I look at my vision board. I fill out my habit tracker, and then I come to like the more close ones so that I'm looking at like what my focus is for the next 2 months, and then my like timeline of things I want to do. I have a little fortune in here because I got a really good fortune the other day on a fortune cookie, so you know, why not. And then I also added my ideal week, which I just filled out. We'll talk about that later. You can anticipate that later. And then this little page, just to help like sort my life. So on one side it says rules for productivity, and the other side it says rules for self-care, because that's really been the big thing the last couple of years, like trying to find that balance. And so I work really well with rules. So for example, if it's already 9 p.m., I'm not opening my laptop because it's too late. However, I do want to work about an hour every evening, but if it's already 9 o'clock, then I don't open my laptop. And so that way, if it's, 9:20 and I'm sitting on the couch thinking, I really need to open my laptop, I'm like, no, Becca, it's too late. And it just gives me like those parameters to help me figure out what I should be doing and help with like the guilt, because I already decided ahead of time, if it's 9 p.m., we're not opening it. So things like that just help me. I would do really well with rules and parameters, so I like to do that. So rules, parameters, routines, all that kind of stuff. On these days we film, and on these days we do that. That is one thing I did differently with my ideal week this year, is I always have like chunks of work, but I actually went through and decided like what I was going to do in some of them. So like on Tuesdays, one of the things that I'm doing on Tuesday evening is making sure that my videos are ready for the week, because I've been posting them like Wednesdays and Thursdays. So yesterday I checked all of my YouTube channels to like see where things were and what needed to be uploaded. I listened to a video to check it as I was getting work done, all of that kind of stuff. So just things like that. And then other ones just say like products, but it just is what it is. So that's kind of my ideal week. And the point of an ideal week is kind of going through and being like, okay, on a normal week, what do I want to do at different times? And it gives you like a template to work from. So I know that I should be waking up at this time, and I know that I should be, working at this time. But if, next week I have something on Tuesday night, obviously I'm not going to prep the videos because I'm doing something. So I know that, but I like have a starting point that I can kind of work from and change from. It's always easier to have like a template, and then you can change things rather than starting from zero every single week, or not planning at all and just reacting to your life, which is not fun. And then I look through August. August is jellyfish. I think they're so fun. And then, same thing. So here in the jellyfish, I wrote like my important things. And then in these jellyfish, I have my weekly tasks and then my calendar. And so far I'm doing pretty well on these weekly tasks. I finished my March lessons, finished my March slides, and I took Nyla to the vet. So those were 3 things. And then my other things are, I have a painting I've been working on, so I want to finish that. I need to film videos. I need to do product photos. So I'm going to film videos tonight. I'm going to do product photos tomorrow. And then I need to plan that baby shower. And get like, I showed you in the last baby shower I did, I have like a planning document that I go through. And so that's what I would like to do. Like take all of the ideas that I've been having and actually decide like, yes, we're doing this. No, we're not doing that. What the food's going to be, what the decor's going to be, like that kind of stuff. So those are the items on my list. And then I'll probably get started on April since I finished March. Just keep chugging along so that we'll be done, because I just have April and May, and then my like first draft be done finally. And then I'll need to go through and go back, add things, make some videos, add all the printables. I want to add like identity statements and vocabulary and that kind of stuff too. So that is what I'm up to. And then I usually make a to-do list, but my notebook is in my bag and it's far away, so I did not make a to-do list, but it's fine. All right, I'm gonna go. I've been finishing my coffee OUT so that she has plenty of time to go out before we go. So I'm gonna pack my bag, do that, and then go get dressed and see if I can fix this hair. I really need a haircut. Not today. Hello, happy Wednesday. I just got home. Today's plan, I think, is going to be to film some videos. So I think I might try to find a different memory card so that way, because sometimes I accidentally upload parts of videos into vlogs, so I need to make sure I don't do that. But yeah, today's Wednesday. I went and all the performing arts teachers sang at the Board of Education meeting today, which was great. They were like all, like, oh, that was so good, which is lovely. And then I always love getting to like talk to people and stuff. It's cracking me up though. First of all, everybody's like, oh, how's your year going? I'm like, okay, it's like day 7, day 8. I'm like, I don't even know. Like, we just started. I don't know how the year's going. Like, I guess it's fine. I'm just like, oh, it's fine. Yeah. Also, I realized today, I was like, something feels very different about this year. And I figured out it's me. Because last year was a really hard year. And the result of that is that, like, school kind of took a bit of a backseat because life was so hard. And so now coming out of that, I am going into this school year with so much chill. I'm just like, we're here, we're doing the thing, we're learning music, we're playing games, like we're playing games, we're singing songs, like we're doing all the things, but like my stress level is just way lower than normal. And I think it really is just a perspective shift because last year was so difficult that I didn't have it in me last year to like stress about school. And I have just like carried that into this year. And so like, I'm having a great time, love seeing the kids, we're, playing games, we're learning about the rules, we're doing all the things, but I'm coming at it like at a really calm level, which is really nice. So I kind of had that like epiphany this morning of, I'm here and I'm happy to be here, but I am not stressing about anything this year. So that's kind of the vibe. And then also it's my 3rd year at this school, which also helps because I like have the establishment at my school and my 9th year of teaching. When did that happen? I don't even know. That's like wild to be like, oh yeah, I've been teaching for 9 years. Anyway, so we sang the national anthem. We had like a little like music meeting and all talked and shared ideas and things like that. And one of the retired music teachers came and brought like a bunch of her stuff. So I got a stack of picture books. It's like this big. And then I also got a bunch of stuffies, which is lovely. My dog's barking. I'll go help her in a second. The door is open. She can open the door. It's like cracked and she can open it, but she has not. Okay, so look what I got. I got a little fox. His name is Sly. I do change most of their names. And I got a seahorse and a deer. This one kind of looks like Toddy. And a black bear. He's so cute. I have a lot of bear songs, so that one's gonna be really good. A walrus. I don't have any walrus songs, but he's very cute. And then I have a giraffe. I don't have a giraffe yet. And a butterfly, which is gonna be very useful. And then I got an alligator. He's probably a crocodile, but no Allie, so he's definitely an alligator. That's our school mascot, so that's extra fun. So love adding stuffies to my collection, so that'll be great. I am gonna change because I just feel like I'm boiling hot. It is so hot outside. It was really nice the last like week because it has been raining nonstop. Today it is very hot. So I'm gonna go change, I'm gonna film, and then we actually have a change of plans and are going and meeting my in-laws for dinner. So hi. Husband's going straight from work though, so I have to meet him there, but I think it's 7:30, so I think I have till 7. It's 5. Hello. It's 5:30 now, so that should be plenty of time to at least film a couple of videos. I would love to, if I could film like if I could film like 3 videos every time I sit down and film a video, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. So I'm gonna talk to this dog and change and go film. That's the plan. Hello, I'm back. I filmed 2 videos, both were like 25-ish minutes long, which is pretty good. I would have liked to do more, but now I only have like 15 minutes before I need to leave, which is kind of like an awkward amount of time. It's like not, sorry, my contacts are hurting all of a sudden. It's like not enough time to film another one, but like a little bit of an awkward amount of time. So I'm going to probably just like read a book. Also, I need to change my shorts because I'm currently wearing pajama shorts with my shirt. My eye. So 2's fine. It's not amazing, but it'll work. Especially, I'm like, if I could do like, here's, I'm thinking, if I could do 3 videos every time I film, and I do like music ones one week, and then like TPT videos one week, we would be doing really well, because I'm going to be going to church 2 out of the 4 weeks on Wednesdays. So if I could like film like 3 videos on the other days, and then the days that I go to church, I could film like more chill videos or not film at all or whatever, that might work. And then I'm already thinking ahead and being like, oh, I need to make sure that I film as much as possible, because you know what's coming in November? Daylight savings. So I know that November, December, and January and February, I have a really hard time filming. So I need to get as many things as I can done before that. So whatever I can do is going to be, you know, what it is. So right now 2 is going to be what it is. But I do need to leave rather soon. So I think I'm just going to go change my shorts into real shorts instead of pajama shorts, and grab some shoes and maybe read a little bit and head out. That'll probably be fine. Okay, let's do that. Oh, I'll feed the dog too. She'll appreciate that. I do always hate when I leave her after I just got home, but it is what it is today. Hello, happy Thursday. I am very tired today. Yesterday we ended up going to dinner, so I told you I came and filmed and ended up going to dinner with my husband's family to commemorate a birthday. So it was really good. I'm glad that we did. It was really nice, but it was a little bit late, and then it was kind of far away, and there was traffic on the way home, and so I didn't get home till like 10 o'clock last night. And so I didn't get into bed until probably like 11, and I was just like, I am feeling it this morning. This morning, it's afternoon. I must have just thrown that ball under something. Can you wait a minute? So I'm feeling it. I'm like, if I laid down right now, I could probably go to sleep. It's 5:30. That's the other thing. I was so excited because I don't think I have left on time really and truly at all, or if I have, I've had somewhere to stop. Like I've had somewhere to stop pretty much every day for the last 3 weeks, or I left super late, or like there was always, it's like every day it's something. And so today I left on time. I was coming straight home, and there was so much traffic. It took me an hour to get home. I was like, I'm never gonna get home. I'm so tired. I just want to go to my house. So that's the current vibes. I'm a little bit thrown off because of that dinner last night. It kind of like threw some things up in the air, because there's some things that I was going to do that I ended up not getting done. So I kind of have to adjust what I need to do today, because had that not happened, I just would have approached today a lot differently. So here's what needs to happen. I need to do some product photos because I need light in order to do product photos. So that is something that we're not whining. That is something that has to get done. And then I have kind of like a list of things that I would like to do. I try every day to do something active when I get home. I'm gonna be honest, I am not feeling getting on the exercise bike. I am not feeling going on a walk. It is so hot out there. I'm like, I don't want to. So that leaves me with yoga. So I'll probably do a few minutes of yoga, and my motto is 10 minutes counts. So if I, need to do work and I don't want to do work and I do 10 minutes of work, it counts. If I read for 10 minutes, it counts. If I play piano for 10 minutes, it counts. Like all of those things that I try to do, if I don't want to do it, I'm like, just do it for 10 minutes. That's all you have to do. So 10 minutes of yoga, and it probably will be 10 minutes. Maybe it'll be more, but we'll see. Anyway, I really need to vacuum the floors, but that might wait till tomorrow. I gotta prep a video. That needs to happen today. And then my master plan is basically when husband is home, we do dinner, and then after dinner I hop on my laptop and I work for an hour to an hour and a half. That's my like productivity mode. My self-care mode is my trade-off is on nights that he's not home because he's like on a couple different boards and like different things like that. On nights that he's not home and I am home, instead of working, I get to paint, and I want to paint. Yesterday that was like all I wanted to do, and I had to film videos and I didn't want to, and so I was like, and then I had to go like, yeah, so I want to paint. That is all I want to do today. But I need to do the product photos, so I'm like, okay, let's do product photos, a few minutes of yoga. I can probably like get the video ready while I'm eating food, and then I can go paint. And that's kind of like what I would like to do tonight, because I think especially since I painted my craft room and like reorganized it is like my happy place. I'm like, all I want to do is go hang out in my craft room. I've been like reading in my craft room, painting in my craft room. Like I just like, that's where I want to be, and that's where I want to do things. This room, I spend a lot of time in, but it's very like work heavy, and there's a lot of, like the printers in here and the computers in here, and so it's very much like, that's kind of what I associate with that. It's not as much like a, oh, let me just sit here and like hang out. Maybe if I had like a different chair, it might be different, or if it was more organized or, cuter, I don't know. But at least for now, like, my freshly painted craft room is my happy place, and that's all where I want to be. So, does that sound good to you, Nyla? I know you probably want to walk, but I am not. It's not happening. I'll go let you run around outside, okay? Does that sound good to you? Okay, let's go do some, I can't even remember last time I did product photos, but I really need to do them because I know tomorrow I have to, Fridays I always end up cleaning, so I'm like, I can't do that tomorrow, and then if I don't do it tomorrow, then it's not even until next week. So it just like, he's getting pushed back. He's done. So, oh, and I gotta print them all out. Ugh. I can do it. I can do it. I believe in myself. I'm gonna think on that. I might not do it because now I feel like it's more work than it was. All right, I'm gonna change, and I will think on these things. And these earrings, yes, are really fabulous. They're a little heavy, FYI. Super cute. They were really cheap on Amazon, so I will link them down below. Okay, I look much less cute, but I just kind of like had a heart-to-heart with myself about the situation, because I was like, okay, I'm very tired, but also there's things I really need to / would like to get done. So I took a little break, just like 10 minutes, and I scrolled on the Instagram, which I rarely do. It's very out of character for me. So that was just like, okay, like let me turn off my brain for a minute. And then after I finished that, I was like, okay. And I changed my clothes. That also helped. And then I was like, okay, what? I don't need that open. Had like a heart-to-heart with myself. Like, okay, what I need to get done is I need to do these, like, I need to do the product photos. I can skip vacuuming, I can do it tomorrow, I can, you know, I can skip this, I can skip that. I need to get the video up, and I need to do product photos. And I was kind of like, you know, thinking through, you know, am I gonna do it, am I not gonna do it? And what I decided was I have goals to hit, and I would like to hit them. And so I was like, okay, I can give up, you know, 30 minutes to an hour to do these product photos today, and that's going to help bring me closer to my goals. And I really sat down. I was like, okay, you need to do this because this is your goal, and this is your goal, and this is your goal, and all these things depend on your business doing well. And so I kind of like talk myself into it by thinking about all those things that I think of all the time. So instead of being like, you know, I need to make money because I need to pay this thing off, and I need to do that, and I need to do that, I was like, okay, this is why you need to do these things, because that's how you're going to get to said accomplishments. So I am going to print things out. I'm going to go hopefully take a few pictures, and I would love it. I would like to be done by 7, and then I would like to eat, and I would like to paint. And I would love to be asleep by like 9 o'clock. So that's my evening planned. It could have also gone the other way if I had sat down and taken that little break and then really just been like, I just can't. I would have just let it go. It just kind of depends on like just depends on how you're feeling, and it depends on all of that. And I personally have a really hard time with that, and I have a really hard time deciding, you know, when is it worth it to do the work and when is it worth it to not do that. And you just kind of I don't have a good answer for it yet, but something I have really worked on and struggled with the last couple of years. So I am going to do the bare minimum. This is the art of doing the bare minimum. Like the fewest photos I can, the fewest videos that I can. That's what we're doing right now. Yay. Successful. I spent about an hour working on that, between printing it out, cutting things out, and all of that. Also, I totally messed up, and normally I film myself cutting everything as like additional footage for reels and stuff like that, but I couldn't find my phone holder, and then I finally found it. So by then I had already cut everything out. But it's fine. I did bare minimum, so normally I do like vertical and horizontal photos and videos. This time I only did vertical. I can use Canva to make like a different shape if I need it, but I was just like, I'm not here for it. We're doing bare minimum. It's fine. So I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go read Harry Potter, and then I'm gonna come paint. I was gonna work on finishing this up, but I think it might be done. I think I'm happy with it. I was like, thought I was done, and then I was like, no, not done, but no, I'm kind of like, I think I like it. So I'm going to send, this is for my friend, so I'm going to send a picture to her and see if she thinks that it looks done or not, and then I will determine what I'm gonna do. And then if not, then I'll probably, if it is done, then I'll probably work on something else. But I think I'm gonna leave this here because the rest of the night is not gonna be very interesting for you, and I'm just, I think we're probably pretty good. So yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna go read, eat, and paint, and that's gonna be my night. I am so looking forward to it. And then tomorrow is Friday, so I just have to like make it through the school day, and then I'll come home and I will need to clean. But then Friday night, husband has a show he likes to watch on Friday nights, so I usually go take like a really hot, really long bath and read for a really long time. So I am already looking forward to that tomorrow. For tonight, we're gonna go with this. So thanks for watching, and definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.